man will appear at court this morning, charged in connection with a major incident on a train in Cambridgeshire on Saturday evening. Anthony Williams, 32, of Peterborough, is charged with 10 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of ABH, which is actual bodily harm, 1 count of possession of a bladed article in connection to the incident at Huntingdon. Now listen carefully to this. He's also charged with another count of attempted murder and possession of a bladed article in connection to an incident at Pontoon Dock DLR station, that's in London, Dockland Light Railway, on the 1st of November, the same day. He will appear at Peterborough Magistrates Court later this morning. Some background which is breaking as well. The ABH, actual bodily harm charge, is in connection with an assault on a police officer in a custody suite following the incident at Huntingdon. Now I'll take you back to earlier on Saturday. Officers received a report of an incident on a DLR train at Pontoon Dock, this is in London, at 0046, or 46 minutes after midnight, where a victim suffered facial injuries after being attacked with a knife. The suspect left the location. Police subsequently identified Williams as a suspect. So this story takes a significant turn, because at 46 minutes after midnight on Saturday, he is reportedly in some kind of altercation with someone who suffers facial injuries after being attacked with a knife. And then the same man who lives in Peterborough would appear to try and make his way home. It would appear, again, he's in charge, so we must tread carefully, but he would appear to make his way home when he then goes on to reportedly or allegedly commit the crimes for which he's been arrested and charged. But the questions have to be asked. If, as is alleged, he was involved in an attack 46 minutes after midnight involving a knife, how come he was wandering around Cambridgeshire, his hometown county, because he lives in Peterborough, without any form of police detection, and some 19 hours later is allegedly involved in another series of knife crimes? Many questions to answer. We're learning a lot more about the person who's been charged. LBC's reporter Henry Riley joins me in the studio. What have we got, Henry?
Well, Nick, really reiterating morning what you said earlier on. So Anthony Williams, 32-year-old, we learn, who lives in Peterborough, is charged with 10 counts of attempted murder. But I think really interestingly, as you referenced, it's that charge of ABH, actual bodily harm, that happened and is suspected to have happened in custody, in a custody suite, in connection with an assault on a police officer. Now, that's following what happened on the evening of the 1st of November, Saturday night. But of course, before that, and again, as you referenced, I think this is the aspect of it that is really going to dominate discourse now, the fact that it was in the early hours of Saturday morning, effectively Friday night, that officers received a report of an incident 18 hours ago on a DLR train at Pontoon Dock, where one victim suffered facial injuries after being attacked with a knife. Suspect left the location, and then subsequently police have been able to identify Williams as a suspect. And I think the most interesting line from the Deputy Chief Constable of the BTP, British Transport Police, Stuart Cundy, is that our investigation is also looking at other possible linked offences. Now, we've heard about these two, the custody suite and also at Pontoon Dock. Whether there are any other potentially linked offences that they will be looking into in those 18 hours between the early hours of the first on Saturday and Saturday evening, I think remains to be seen. But really charged with 10 counts of attempted murder, and he'll appear at Peterborough Magistrates Court later this morning.
LBC's Henry Riley reporting.